Did you lose any money of your own before you were, how much? Before you were compensated?
Well, listen, at the end of the day, I look at the compensation as a source of income.
No, I know, but are you net down from your own net worth?
So you're interested in knowing how much Kevin O'Leary lost in the FTX deal? Well, the short answer is that he said he lost around $9.7 million. It's definitely not chump change, but for someone as wealthy as O'Leary, it's probably just a drop in the bucket. However, the reality is that the money he lost was not his, but your money. Let us explain.
How much were you paid?
Total deal was just under $15 million, all in.
That's a lot of money to be a paid spokesperson. It's a lot of money. You didn't have to do much for that. That's found money,
That's a different
Kevin.
decision. That's a different discussion.
I want to understand how much money you lost in the context.
Not a single dollar that I lost is anybody else's money except mine. That's important for me because that's an issue. I put about $9.7 million into crypto. I think that's what I've lost. It's all at zero. I don't know because my account got scraped a couple of weeks ago. All the data, all the coins, everything. So then I lost the money I invested in the equity as well. Those are zeros too.
The money that you lost, was it all just the money that you were compensated for being a spokesperson for FTX? The 9.7. That was money they gave you, and then you lost. Did you lose any? Did you lose any money of your own before you were how much? Before you were compensated?
Well, listen. At the end of the day, I look at the compensation as a source of income.
No, I know, but are you net down from your own net worth, or did you got the 15 million and you lost 9 of the 15 million?
I net down. I paid millions in taxes, and I hopefully can recoup those. I paid millions in fees to agents. Are you kidding? All right. This has not been a great experience.
But losing 15 million that he gave you to be the spokesperson is a little bit different than, a lot of people who put.
Let's say Peter and Paul love horse betting, and Peter is very good at it while Paul isn't. Paul gives Peter $200 to recommend a horse that will win the race, and Peter takes the $200 and recommends a horse. And Peter takes $150 from the $200 he received from Paul and bets it on the same horse he recommended to Paul. The horse ends up losing the race. Paul and Peter lose money, but Peter only loses a portion of the money Paul gave him. The moral of the story is that Kevin O'Leary lost a portion of the money he was paid to become a spokesperson for FTX, and it's possible that money was stolen from FTX clients by Sam Bankman Fried, which is why he protects and speaks highly of him.
Sam Bankman Fried is an American.
He was one of the most brilliant traders in the crypto universe.
All of these allegations, all these claims, all of this Sam Bankman Fried took money out, took it in, whatever. Nobody knows because there's no data.
If SPF knocked on your door again and said, look, I failed in my last venture. I have a new crypto venture. I need money. Would you back him?
The answer would be yes.
I listened to the interview that Andrew did with him at DealBook, and I thought, that guy's a crook and a liar. You listened to it and said you'd invest money with him again if it turns out there's nothing criminally wrong here. What did you hear?
I can't believe anybody would say to me, you are backing Sam Bankman Fried, when all I say is, in this country, one of the reasons it's great is we assume innocence until otherwise, until you're proven guilty.
But all I can say is everything he said, I just didn't realize. You didn't realize there was an $8 billion hole. You didn't realize that there was clients' funds that were being swapped over there. It's not his fault. That to me is like, man, that guy has bad news. That's not just you had bad luck. He was lying and manipulating.
You don't know.
He said that none of his investment partners had lost money because the money he invested in FTX was his money, and we can bet it was the money he got paid to become a spokesperson for FTX. Imagine getting paid $15 million to become a spokesperson. That's a lot of money. On that $15 million, he went on to put about $9.7 million into crypto, and he had more than $1 million of FTX equity. And the balance of a little over $4 million was purportedly eaten up by taxation and agent fees.
It's not the first time I've made a bad investment, probably not the last time, but luckily I make more good ones than bad ones, and I learn from my mistakes. What's going to happen now is there won't be another situation like this.
The FTX saga is much deeper than we realize, and it may take years of investigation to figure out what happened and where the customer funds went. To learn more about the role Caroline Ellison played in the FTX crash, watch the video in the end screen.